Tay Talks Talkies.
Yeah.
Tay Talks Talkies.
I like talking about movies.
Tay Talks Talkies. Tay Talks Talkies. Talks Talkies.
That's right.
That's right, baby. Fellow film fans, what up? It's your boy Tay, and this is Tay Talks Talkies. And I have a very special episode for you guys today. In honor of my friend Ryan, my lifelong homie, getting married this past Saturday to his love, Lisa. Congratulations, guys. What an amazing ceremony. I had the best time. I'm going to rank the top 5 wedding movies of all time. First, just want to start this by saying, wow, there are some bad wedding movies out there. I didn't realize how many wedding movies there were until I did a little research before putting together this video, but wow, a lot of very bad wedding movies. But we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the good ones. I got a couple honorable mentions I want to go over. First, I got to talk about Coming to America, Eddie Murphy at his finest. There's a reason 40 years later they finally made a sequel. Not that I watched it, but they finally made one. It's an everlasting love story, a story about a guy trying to find his bride, and definitely stands the test of time. Then we got Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. I love Tim Burton. Nightmare Before Christmas is probably my favorite film. I think that it's hard to ever get close to your magnum opus, but he gets really close with Corpse Bride. It's a great film, and in a lot of ways he steps up his animation style, and worth watching, especially with Johnny Depp as the star. So intertwines the concept of death and marriage in a really, really beautiful way. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Next, I Love You Man. Hilarious. Paul Rudd and Jason Segel. Hilarious. Great duo. Paul Rudd doesn't have any friends. He needs to get a best man. And that's where Jason Segel comes into the picture, and it is hilarious. And then we have one that's a little unorthodox. This one's going to come out of left field a little bit. Shrek. That's right, Shrek. Donkey! I'm talking about the ogre himself, the green god. Shrek. We got to talk about that final scene, that climax, when Lord Farquaad gets taken out and Shrek steps up and he gives Fiona true love's first kiss, or whatever the saying is in the movie. It is so beautiful. There's a reason that people are infatuated with Shrek to no end. It's a great film, but that kiss is the single most tasteful kiss in any children's film of all time. I think kissing should be left out of children's films. However, when they're done that well, and they're that well earned, it is beautiful. Next, moving on, we have a film that's a little slept on, a little hated on maybe. Maybe not the most tasteful concept of a film, but That's My Boy by Adam Sandler. Yup, Adam Sandler. The Sandman does it again. Not that many people I know have actually seen this film, but the ones I have, we always share laughs. It is hilarious. Centered around Andy Samberg being the illegitimate love child between Adam Sandler and his, I think, 7th grade teacher or something. Yeah, not the most tasteful plot device. However, it's hilarious. And the wedding scene at the end, let's just say a sister and a brother get outed for doing the dirty. So, worth watching if you want some good laughs. Then we got to talk about one of the most classic films in all of cinema. One of the most iconic, if not the most iconic wedding scenes of all time. We got The Graduate. Well, I mean, what really can I say? Dustin Hoffman, that final scene, the wedding, they get on the bus. It's not necessarily a wedding movie, but that's such a great film that has a wedding as a piece of the plot. So I feel like that's worth being mentioned as well. Now, let's get into the top 5 wedding films of all time. Starting with number 5. Gotta go with Meet the Parents. Ben Stiller at his finest. Early 2000s humor at its finest. That's me milking a cat. That's the type of humor that Meet the Parents offers. It beautifully explores the concept of meeting your lover's parents. It's something that's awkward. It's something that's not necessarily going to be natural, and a lot of times stuff can go wrong, and in this film it certainly does. Thing after thing after thing after thing seems to go wrong for Mr. Gaylord Fokker. So check that out if you've never seen Meet the Parents. That is my 5th greatest wedding film of all time. And yes, it is indeed a wedding film. The whole plot centered around her sister getting married, and at the very end, at the wedding scene, he's holding both the parents' hands, a beautiful symbol of the connection that we've established throughout the film. So, number 5, Meet the Parents. Great film. Number 4, we got Kristen Wiig. In my opinion, probably the funniest female comedic actor I've seen. She is always gold in anything she does. I don't get tired of her. She's great, and Bridesmaids is her greatest work. It is hilarious. It is, obviously, through the title you can gather, it's about bridesmaids. It's about, more so, when your friend makes new friends, and that is sometimes there's competition going on to really show the new friend, hey, I'm the OG friend here. So that's a hilarious dynamic there, and all the actors absolutely crush it, especially Miss Wiig herself. So Bridesmaids, number 4 on my top 5. Then number 3, a film that is about more so the bachelor party, but the wedding is the real thing driving the plot, and that's The Hangover. What more can I say? Baby Carlos, come on, man. What more can I say? Mike Tyson, he still got it. The Tiger. Come on. Hilarious. Everything about that movie is hilarious. And the fact that they need to get Doug, they need to find Doug because his wedding is quickly approaching. That is what makes this the 3rd greatest wedding film of all time. Now let's talk about number 2 on my list. And that is Adam Sandler's The Wedding Singer. Julia Gulia. Robbie. Come on. Love stinks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, what more do I need to say? Adam Sandler, lately, his films haven't been great. I'll just say it. They've been funny to watch, but they weren't amazing dramas that had heart. And this is a comedy, but it's actually a drama, and it has so much heart. And the dynamic and the chemistry between Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler is so palpable and so real. You can tell that they are two people that truly do appreciate each other, and it jumps off screen. And the end scene on the plane with Billy Idol and the song he sings, the song is so beautiful, but it's hilarious too, and it's just the perfect soiree of comedy and drama, all wrapped in a nice little bow of wedding. So that's why Wedding Singer is number 2 on my list of greatest wedding films of all time. Now we have, drum roll please, the number 1 greatest wedding film of all time is Wedding Crashers. Yeah, that's right, Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, coming to your local wedding, crashing it, sleeping with the prettiest bridesmaids, and making comedy gold all in the meantime. That's right. This film is number 1 on my list because it is non-stop hilarity. From start to finish, there is just laugh after laugh after laugh, and there's really no misses in it. I feel as though not one single joke fell flat for me. Just rewatched it the other night, and holy crap, I couldn't stop laughing, and that was probably my 5th time ever seeing it, so I've seen it a couple times to the point where you would think the jokes would get old, but they don't. It is hilarious. And the Owen Wilson speech at the end, sure, could be a little corny cliche, but what really hit me was when, shout out to Will Ferrell, one of the greatest cameos of all time, Will Ferrell's cameo, "Mom, the meatloaf!" Come on. The part where they're at the funeral and he sees the widow crying is what inspired him to realize he can't let the person he loves go, because they're still here. And the only thing stopping him is Bradley Cooper's character, who's freaking hilarious, man. Bradley Cooper, you killed it in that movie, dude. You should do more comedy, because that was unbelievably hilarious. But that speech at the end, that soliloquy he gives to Rachel McAdams, who's an absolute, what a dream. She is so cute, so beautiful, so amazing. Isla Fisher as well, amazing in that film. She's hilarious. But that speech is good when he says, "I'm not gonna let you go." It's beautiful, because it wraps all of it together. Love, pain, death, time, all of it comes together in that moment. I think Wedding Crashers is not only the funniest wedding film of all time, but it has heart, and I really do believe the love between Rachel McAdams and Owen Wilson is genuine, because let's just say I was rooting for the boy to get the girl. And yeah, and Vince Vaughn, hilarious as well. The fact that they were all lying the whole time, obviously Vince and Owen, their lie being they were completely different people, and then Isla Fisher, her lie being she's a virgin, and Rachel McAdams, her lie being that she's engaged to a man that she's really not in love with. So once they all take that disguise off and reveal their truths, that's when the love really comes out, and they really fall even deeper for each other. So I think that's a great message as well. The truth is the only thing that can really make love come true. So that's my top 5. Please go ahead and comment. Please dispute. I want to hear what you guys think. I know my top 5's right. I know it's the best, but I'm always open to hearing what other people think. Yeah, that's how it should be, right? But again, we know mine's the truth. Anyway, thanks for listening. Again, Ryan and Lisa, congratulations. I got another wedding quickly approaching. The boy Connor marrying Bridget. I'm excited for that.
Tay Talks Talkies.
Let's go. Tay out.
Tay Talks Talkies.
I like